Yo, what is up guys, me Crackling here, back to another video. And in this video guys, I thought I was going to show you how you can take middle on Mirage. So when you want to take middle on Mirage, there's a couple things that you would like to know. First is the timings for when you get middle. So if you have like the best spawn of the T's, which is around here, it's going to take you about 8 seconds to get to middle. It's going to take about 8 seconds for you to come here, here, and then peak this. It's going to be about 8 seconds. Same for the CT, it's going to be about 8 seconds here. If you have the best spawn like here, I'm just going to not do the timings right now, but it's about like 8 seconds to get here and then be ready for this. So the T's and the CTs get there about the same time. However, the CTs might get like half a second faster. So they'll like get here and they'll be like posting, and then like half a second the T guy will be there. So the CTs does have a better spawn, so you know. So if you have a good spawn, let's say you have a good spawn with, I'm gonna buy op. If you have a good spawn with op, what you could do is you actually don't need a flash. You don't actually need to flash off the box like this. If you have a good spawn with the op, you can just run up and you could go for the fast peek. So you could go here, but you don't want to, if you get here, if you have a good spawn, you don't want to crouch around like this. What you want to do is you want to jump up and then like right here, as fast as possible, just like right there. Just jump up like this, and then I see like lower rated players, they will like crouch around like this. It takes way too long. If you crouch like this, it's so easy for the CT guy that's planted here to just see you crouch and kill you. So you want to take that advantage of, like, you don't want to do like a jump peek like this, but you do want to like hold your knife out to the last second, and then just before, I'm gonna try to time this. Actually, you want to hold them like this, then right here like this, just as fast as possible so you're ready. But if you don't have op, I would never recommend to go for that pick against an opper if they have opper. So what you want to do is you want to smoke mid. I'm actually gonna tell you why you will want to smoke mid. So first I'm gonna show you how you do it. The best way to do it is jumping up on this, and there's two ways you can do it. You can aim at the tip right here. I'm gonna show you this one first. It flies over, bounces here, and it smokes like right in the corner. So it's gonna block off here completely for the upper. He cannot see you pass over to the box. However, a good timing you would want to know for this is if a guy is gonna go short from here, it's gonna take him about 15 seconds before he peeks this. So if I just throw the smoke one more time, if a T guy has a bad spawn, a short guy might actually catch him right as he jumps across here, because this smoke leaves such a big gap here. So what I personally like to do is I jump on this and I just aim like a little bit to the right. What this would do is that it will bounce over and land more like in the middle, and not leaving this gap for the short guy to catch you off guard. However, what this does is it allows the upper to watch this angle right here. So if the upper gets here in 8 seconds, for you as a T guy to get behind the box, it takes about 12-13 seconds. So the CT upper gets here, and he sees, I'm gonna throw the smoke again. He gets here, and if he looks over here in 1 second, he might actually catch you off guard, like when you jump across, because it's gonna take 13 seconds. I think 12 seconds for you to get across. So that's why most people don't throw this. But usually upper is gonna be planted like this, and he's not gonna check jump here. So I'm gonna talk a little about the reason you throw this smoke right here. Because a lot of, like, if you watch pro players, you see that they throw this smoke, but you don't really understand why they throw it. I mean, lower rated players might not understand why they actually throw it. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about this. The reason you throw the smoke is to block off for the CT AWPer. If the CT AWPer has a good spawn, he gets here, and he just has one angle to watch. Whenever people peeks him, jumps out here, it's an easy kill if you're a good AWPer. However, after you throw, I'm gonna throw the smoke. I'm gonna go into window again. After you throw this smoke right here, this AWPer is kind of stuck. Now, some people might push through the smoke. Some people might jump through the smoke down here, and other people might they might go here. So now the AWPer has 3 angles that he can get shot from. If he watches like this, it's so easy. I'll throw the smoke once again. If he only watches if people push through the smoke like this, it's so easy for the CT guys to like go here, throw a grenade like this. Okay, that's a bad nade, but I'm gonna show you from like top mid. It's so easy for people to like, oh my god, so easy for people to like throw a grenade like this, hitting the AWPer. So I'm gonna do it a lot better. I want to aim like at the top here and then simply throw, and this will go to the or to like this side. So the reason you throw the smoke is just to limit the AWPer and make it harder for him. Oh, I threw the grenade by accident. Okay, so the reason you throw that smoke is just to make it harder for the AWPer. But after you've thrown this smoke, it's really common. Sorry guys. After you've thrown this smoke, it's really common to either smoke window, multi-window, or yeah, you kind of have to smoke a multi-window. So I'm gonna show you different ways to smoke a window. If you have this smoke right here, my favorite way to smoke window is you go up, like you go on this ledge right here and find this pipe thingy, and then you see there's like 4 wooden things right here. Oh whoops, I think I hit it though. Yeah, okay, so if you aim for the second, it's gonna leave a tiny gap on the right side. Nobody's gonna notice this, but it, like, if they know it, then like if they somehow find out, it leaves a tiny gap. So as long as you aim between the second and the third, right here, like in the middle, it's gonna perfectly bounce here, perfectly smoke off a window. So that's like a really quick, you go up here, middle here, and you smoke that window. And the AWPer here is completely stuck. Now, if you smoke window, the most common idea from the AWPer is going to watch connector, maybe even peek aggressive like this. So a window smoke is very often combined with either a connector Molotov or a connector smoke. There's not really any good connector smokes that you could do because most of them land on like the 3rd step. Okay, this landed on the 4th step, but most land on like the 3rd step. And if they land on the 3rd step, it leaves a gap right here. So this was a bad example, but you can see it leaves like a gap here and like a gap right here. So there's not really any good connector smokes you can throw. But the one that I usually throw, if I'm gonna throw a connector smoke, is same thing. I go up here and I find the corner. You see the corner right here? I just aim at this. This will actually bounce and land on top of here, like all the way on the 5th step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th step, I guess. All the way up here, and it was actually completely smoke off right here for every connector player, but it will leave a gap here, so watch out for this gap. So I'm gonna just show you guys what you would like to. If you're a good AWPer and you have a good spawn like here, you could just go for a fast peek and you could try to kill the CT AWPer without any problems. Jump around like this, ja. Like now I just did it like fast. You wanna practice this so that it's better for you. But if you don't have a good spawn or you don't have op, you would always throw this top mid smoke. Like you always want somebody on your team to throw this, because it limits the opper so much, and it's just so much easier to take mid. So go here. I like to go a little bit to the right like this. So you go here, and the timings for you to get all the way up here, like this blocks for connectors, so you could simply get up to this position and throw Molotov smokes, like everything you want from here. So so that's why I throw it in the middle, so that the short guy can actually not kill you. So the timings for coming up here is about 13 seconds. For you to mid, coming up here, throwing the smoke is about 13 seconds. So when you get about here, the guy is already up short. That's why it's really common to throw a grenade like this. Because if you're playing against aggressive CTs, or just usually lower rated players tend to peek more aggressively and re-peek more often. So if you're playing against people that you know are gonna push short, it's really common to throw this grenade and like just like destroy them with a grenade like this. They peeking up and destroy them. Yeah, like you just destroy them with this. So that's like really common. So I'm gonna try to explain, like first thing you do, you throw like a smoke like this. I'm gonna throw more in the middle so it actually shows you better. And then what I do, if nobody's on my team smoked window, I will either Molotov window like this, which I showed you. It's just the same. Oh, whoops, I killed a bot. Whoops. Okay, so I'm just gonna... Okay, say the round started right now. You go here, you throw a top mid smoke, or you have someone on your team throw a top mid smoke. What I usually do is I go up like here, because this smoke block for connector and window. And now I can go here, I can Molotov window like this. You guys saw the lineup, right? You aim in between these two right here, or you could throw a smoke. Say you throw a smoke like this, so that when this smoke right here fades, you have window smoked. So now you only have to worry about short and connector and short. Now to smoke short from top mid behind the boxes is you aim like in the middle right here. If you see that there's like kind of lines. I don't know if you can see it, but on my screen it's kind of clear. It's kind of like lines. So you find this triangle thing right here, and you want to aim in the middle. You simply stand, throw, aim in the middle of this, and it will bounce here and perfectly smoke off short. And it will actually smoke off ladder right here. So people like CTs can play here, but they can still not see middle. So and if you want to smoke window from behind the box, let's say you get behind the box right here, you want to smoke window, what you can do is you can go all the way to the back here, like just make sure you like line up right here all the way to the back, and then aim just at you see this antenna like in the middle here, and then right when you like step, you see that I fall on the step right here, you throw it. So right here, fall on the step, simply throw, bounce here, and perfectly smoke all window. This works with a Molotov as well. Like at the top right here, simply when you step, and it's gonna Molotov. The smoke like made the Molotov disappear, but you guys get the point, right? So I'm just gonna do it one more time. Just smoke window like this, and now you only have short and connector to worry about. A common Molotov for a connector is if you're at the top mid right here, you have this short smoke. What you want to do is you want to line up just right here, and then simply you find the corner thing right here, and then all the way all to the top. This will Molotov the left side, so that nobody can peek you in connector. So now you have window smoked, you have connector Molotov. Now there's only this short guy to worry about. So you would always want to throw a grenade like this in case he peeks it, in case he plays aggressive. Usually people will play aggressive, like peek connect, like they will peek short and they'll peek connector at the same time. And if window's not smoked, they might peek window as well. But you would always want to smoke window, because window's like, you don't want to let anybody play window here. So, but after you smoked window, I'm just gonna smoke window, Molotov connector for example, there's only this short guy. Now if you for example throw a grenade right here at this guy, he's most likely going to fall back because of the damage from the nade, and maybe holding from like an angle like this. So you could, depending if you want to go A, you could smoke off like the smoke I showed you right here. Or what I like to do the most is that when window smoked, connector for example is smoked like this, I like to run up here and try to like kill this short guy, because if you get control of a ladder room, you have full control over middle basically. So this is and the reason it's important for T side to get control over middle on Mirage is because Mirage controls, like middle Mirage controls so much of the map. From middle you can go to B really fast, you can go to A really fast, and you can even go all the way into window, and you can cut off CT rotations right here. You can cut off CT rotations. So if you have middle, you also cut off any rotations from middle to B and middle, like short to A. So let's say you have one guy going from B. It's like if anybody from A side is gonna rotate, they have to go CT, leaving connector open and leaving like A side clear. And same like if you go A and the guy from B rotates, he has to go through CT, leaving short open, and it's easier to go from apps. So mid on this map is just really important. And if you get a guy into window like this, most people are gonna expect that if you have middle, you're gonna go into window. But if you somehow get a guy into window like this, it's really easy to cut off any rotations or any players here in kitchen. Any players maybe playing like right here. Or you can go up, you can kill stairs guy, you can kill the guy under palace, you can kill the guy like around palace. And you can even go here, kill the guy maybe triple, or like it's just so easy. Imagine taking A side with a guy coming from jungle, a guy coming from ramp, and a guy coming from palace. The only place people really can play then is CT. But if you smoke off CT, it's you got A side, right? So it's really important to have mid on Mirage. I'm gonna show you the timing for going underground, because let's say you don't have a smoke but you still want to go middle. Then you have to kill the window guy first. The window guy is your biggest issue, because the short guy can only watch chair. This is called chair. He can only watch around here. And the connector guy is most likely going to watch underpass here, or he's gonna watch like something like this, because if he peeks out, it should be an easy kill for the T's if they are pre-aiming like connector, so he wouldn't really want to peek here. So you want to kill the window guy, because he's the guy who can kill you top mid. So a way to deal with this is that you have a guy top mid right here, maybe he gets behind the boxes like this, and then you have another guy going underpass. That's why I had the bot placed right here. I'm gonna place the bot place, as this guy keeps, like the CT guy keeps peeking middle or watching middle, the guy actually from Underpass can actually, I don't know why you cannot see the head right now, but usually CT guy would be like, he would be like jiggle peeking from like an angle like this. And the Underpass guy, why can you not see him? What the hell? I'm gonna place him right here then. He will usually be like jiggle peeking and like watching mid. And then you could, if you time it with a top mid guy peeking out, like forcing the window guy to the right side, this combined with the Underpass guy could be an easy kill. Because the window guy is focusing on top mid. So you can just go and you can like, I'm not gonna kill him right now, but you get the point, right? Same with like connector. If you Molotov here, then the guys pushing up from Underpass only have to worry about this side. They don't have to worry about this side at all. So but like the biggest issue pushing up connector from mid is short. So if people don't smoke short from top mid, I'm gonna show you a smoke for top mid from Underpass actually. So my favorite short smoke is you jump up here and then you find this wooden thing right here, and you find the first, yeah, you guys see where I'm aiming, right? You just aim like where these two things meet. So just like aim here, this will bounce and it will smoke off short like this, leaving no gaps at all. I did actually leave a gap right here. I don't know why it left a gap. You usually don't leave a gap. Maybe you have to crouch. Yeah, maybe it's crouching. Okay, so crouch, throw this doesn't leave a gap, and then you can simply push up connector because you don't have to worry about short. Like once you have connector, it's so easy to take A. Because from connector you can smoke off jungle like this, and then the people on palace, they don't have to worry about stairs because you're already in connector, so they can just go out from palace watching CT like this. And the guys ramp, same thing, they don't have to worry about stairs, so they only watch CT and triple and then can turn over here to like Underpass. They might have to watch this, but people never play this. It's very uncommon for people to play this, so it's, you want to check it, but it's like so uncommon. So you want to check like CT first, check like Ninja right here, or Firebox, or whatever you call it, and then Underpass, and then like Underpass like this, and then maybe check here, and then like. So middle on Mirage is really important. But if you have a, let's say you have a bad spawn, one flash actually I like to throw. It's kind of pointless, but it's also kind of not pointless. Let's say you have an Opera on your team, he has a good spawn, he's gonna peek window. So he runs up here, and right before he peeks you, a flash I like to throw is that I line up at the door right here. I find this first beam, and then like up to the like height of this antenna thing. So here up to the height, and then I simply throw this. This is not going to flash your teammate because it goes behind them. It's not gonna flash him at all. If you watch it, if he's looking like this, it might like kind of pop flash him. If he's like here, like it might kind of pop flash him, but it's like you would never walk up middle like this. Like who does that? You would never do that. But the reason I throw this smoke is actually to make it easier for our T-opper to take middle, because this will actually, the CT guy gets here, and then this flash is gonna fly over here. Okay, it's gonna fly over here, and it's gonna like blind him a little bit. So depending if you're holding like a little, depending on where it's holding, but I could tweak it a little bit. Then I could go here. I think it's maybe a little bit more to the right, like this, and now it's gonna flash him totally. Feel me? holding like an angle like this, and then you flash before you T-upper, and then this guy is gonna get, you can see that it doesn't really flash him, like fully flash him, but it does, like, his screen gets a little white, so it's just good to put him out of focus. Like, he gets you, he's like, I'm gonna kill the T-upper, and then he gets this flash, and he's like, what's going on? And then your upper goes mid and has like the advantage. So that's just like a flash I like to throw sometimes. Like, you aim right here, up here, like just in the middle. Like, I just do this. It might not have a point, but it works. It works. Every time I throw this, our T guy usually gets middle easier, or at least he usually, at least he doesn't die this aim duel. Because what happens is most of the times the CT guy gets flashed and then he goes here, and then our upper has window, you know. So let's just go over a little bit. If you have a good spawn, you want to go here, and you just want to peek this with an op. You don't want to peek this with AK because it's pointless. A flash you could do is actually, if you go in the corner right here, you left click, right click, like, and you see this dark thing right here, and you simply throw. Make sure you left click first, then right click. This will bounce over here, and it will have the same effect as the other flash. It's not gonna blind him, but it's gonna like pop on his screen. So that's a flash you can do. And I believe there's one more. If you like line up right here, you find a wire. I think it's the wire like this, and it's gonna flash. I don't know if this one hits. This might not hit. Okay, it doesn't hit, but it's something like here, maybe like a little bit more to the right, and maybe it will flash right now. Right. Okay, so here, maybe it's like down. I don't remember. Maybe it's like down here or something. I think this one got further, right? But at least the flash I usually throw is this one right here. Left click, right click, up at the dot thing right here, and simply throw like this. At least it pops the window guy. At least, I mean, it's better than nothing. So those are two ideas. Now, if you're gonna push up short, which is really common, you see that you have like smokes like this, and you push up short here for a quick B take. I see people, they usually, like, one guy smokes top mid like this, and then he goes up and then he throws a smoke like through here. That was a bad smoke, but he throws a smoke like through this, and it's two smokes wasted in my opinion. So I'm gonna show you my favorite way to smoke deep short. I call it deep short. I use this a lot. It's really easy for taking middle, especially if the other team doesn't have an upper. So what you do is you go from T-spawn and you go up the stairs right here. You want to line yourself up at the corner of this. It doesn't have to be precise, but I like to like line up at the corner like this. And then you find this wooden thing right here, just at the cross right here, like right. You guys see where I have my cursor, right? At the wooden thing, and then just where the wooden thing like meet, you want to simply release. This will bounce. It will bounce. It will bounce here and smoke off like perfectly, kind of here. This will block off the connector guy. For the most part, they have like a little gap on the left side. So if you're running up mid with this, and you like hug the wall like this, they cannot see you from connector. But most of the times, I'm just gonna throw this smoke again. Most of the times, you would want to like jump here, get over to ladder room, because having control over ladder room is just so important. Now, if anybody, like, I don't like to peek here, because if the AWPer in the window, you lost window control, he's gonna stay here and might pre-aim like ladder room. So I don't usually peek this, but I just like take ladder room, take control. Maybe I like flash over here. I'm gonna show you a good flash. I'm sorry again, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a good flash right here. If you're gonna peek short, so from ladder room, you can go up against the wall right here. You can crouch, and if you see this little black line right here, you want to go to the white triangle, or right next, like to the left side of this black dot. So in the middle of this white triangle, this will fly like this, and it will flash. It will flash everywhere, kind of. It will flash car. I'm gonna show you. Flash car like this. It will flash, like, even if they're watching like apps here, it will flash them. If they're watching like from the tip of this, or like close like this, like I showed you, it will actually flash. I'll show you right here. Okay, it's, I don't know why it didn't flash right now. It usually flashes there, but you guys get the point. It flashes like everywhere. It flashes bench, flashes short, flashes if you're watching like this, flashes if you're watching close, flashing side here. You guys get the point, right? It's not gonna flash this side. It's gonna flash if they peek like this, but it's not gonna flash backside. I call this backside. It's not gonna flash backside, but it's really good to take mid width. I take short width. I mean. So going over the most important stuff. Smoke top mid. Now, if you're not gonna throw that smoke, if you have thrown this smoke, you could go here, Molotov window, or you could go here, bottom part here, Molotov connector. Oh, I killed the bot by accident. Come on. Okay, so if you throw here, smoke mid like this, you could Molotov connector, aiming here. I don't know why this did not hit. Oh no, okay, connector smoke, sorry. The smoke is the bottom part, the Molotov, so you can either smoke, that would be the bottom part here, or you can Molotov, that would be like all the way up to the top. So that's like, you can go here, you can Molotov connector, or you can go here, you can Molotov window, or you can smoke window aiming at the same place. And now you have like connector control, you have window control, and it's only about short. So a tip is to always grenade here in case he pushes. Sometimes they might push, so it's just good to grenade there. Or you could throw a Molotov like this, or you might actually throw a flash like this. Just to, yeah, you have to call if you throw a flash like this, but just so it's easier for any of your teammates pushing chair. And from here, I mean, you can Molotov ladder room, you can Molotov like deep short like this, like deep short like here, or you could just smoke off short here, aiming at the triangle tip right here, smoking off short like this, and then you have a guy Molotov your window or smoking a window, and you can push over like this. I know that there's a lot of people that have a smoke for right here. Personally, I never used a smoke like this because it's just, I don't really have a good smoke for it. And if people are in connector, they might get like a kill, like they might kill you because you think that connector is clear after you smoke. So I don't like this smoke that much, to be honest. It's good for the CT guy, but I'd rather do the connector smoke I showed you. Line up here, tip here, because this will actually get on the 5th step, and it will, for anybody watching ticket, it's actually gonna block off this guy. So That's what I like to do. If you want a Molotov or smoke, like if you aim at the tip, I think it's the tip right here, this will smoke Indepth. Okay, that was a bad smoke, but I think maybe if it's the like middle right here. Yes, the middle corner. This will smoke off Indepth. I don't know if this works with a Molotov. Okay, it does not work with a Molotov. But if you want a Molotov in Indepth, it's just simply run like this. So from Indepth, guys, it's this short smoke, crouch, just here. That's smoking short. Or if you get all the way here, it's just bouncing like at the top here. Wait, okay, so if you get under the white box, crouch, and then right here at the top, right here, like bouncing it like this. Wait, I watched Stewie actually throw the smoke. I think it was like up here, crouch, and then he did something like this. I don't know why it doesn't work right now, but he did like something like this. And it does, like, you gotta figure that out yourself, but it does smoke Molotov. Or you could throw a deep Molotov like this, which goes like deep in jungle. Or just throw like same Molotov, just like this. Or if you want a Molotov, you can just simply do this and it will Molotov like this right side. And kind of window as well. So I think this is about all that you need to know about window, actually. I think this is kind of all you need to know. So I know this video probably is a little long, so thank you all for watching if you watched the whole video, and let me know if there's something that you disliked or liked about this, or if there's something you want me to explain better, or I can make another video like this, maybe shorter, maybe more like clear for you guys. But just let me know and I'll see you all next time. Peace out, guys.